It's claimed to be one of the largest homosexual gatherings of its type. 55,000 people attended the last gay rodeo, but this year's four-day event is being overshadowed by the deadly AIDS epidemic, which afflicts mainly homosexuals. Attendance is down. In fact, at one point, it seemed as if the event wouldn't take place at all. Reno residents organized a petition calling for the gay rodeo to be barred. 8,000 signatures were collected, protesting at the prospects of potential AIDS victims being allowed to roam in their midst. An injunction was sought but refused. Feelings are running high, even though there's no evidence that the disease can be spread through other than intimate contacts or blood transfusions. But for some, it's a matter of principle.
Out here in the West, in the United States, we believe in rodeos, and we think homosexuals are giving rodeos a bad name. Here they have a drag queen festival at a rodeo. That's not American, that's not rodeo, that's not family, that's not Christian. They are forcing themselves upon us and giving Reno a bad name.
It's ironical that this year's gay rodeo is being held as a benefit to collect funds for research into the causes of AIDS. Gay groups here have set up special booths where information on symptoms and advice on how to lessen the risks of contacting the disease is being made available. Martin Cox, himself an AIDS patient, is outraged at the response of some local residents.
The rodeo isn't bad. It's a group of people together. It's a lot of love here, a lot of people caring for each other. If I could encounter Reverend Hansen, I'd probably tell him I loved him too, but I don't plan on dying from this. And if he would take the hate he's trying to generate and turn it into love, we might find a cure for this disease.
Security has been stepped up following a series of bomb threats against the rodeo's participants, who are nearly all homosexuals. But despite the problems, the organisers of the event, which also includes a wide range of social activities, insist it's been worthwhile and that a 9th annual gay rodeo will be held next year. Some of the money from the rodeo will be used to help patients here at the San Francisco General Hospital. It's the first medical center in the world to open a special wing for AIDS victims. 12 rooms have been set aside to treat sufferers of the disease. Although the scheme is in its infancy, several other hospitals in America are showing interest in opening their own AIDS wing. The need for a unit in San Francisco was pressing because it has the highest concentration of AIDS sufferers in the country.
Oh, it's a very serious problem. We've had over 300 cases to date. The disease continues to double every 6 months in its total numbers, and it's a very devastating one, both in terms of the medical problems that it causes and in terms of the social problems that it generates.
Dr. Valbirding's staff are all volunteers. Half of them are gays, and with much confusion as to how the disease is spread, many have encountered hostile reactions from friends and even relatives.
Yes, a few of the people have had problems with friends or whatever, questioning them as to their motives for doing this, or, why are you working with this population, which in San Francisco is mostly gay. And so they're familiar with it now. They feel comfortable in dealing with it.
But for the patients who are being treated using a variety of experimental techniques, including injections of the cancer-fighting drug interferon, the isolation is deeply felt.
It's amazing how many people will step back and look at me a little differently. I sometimes get the feeling that I've just landed from Mars or somewhere. But then, too, a lot of people it doesn't seem to bother them. So I don't know. I hate to see that. It makes me feel kind of alienated sometimes. Everyone reacts differently.
Martin Cox was diagnosed as having AIDS just 6 weeks ago. At the time, he said he wanted to commit suicide. He sympathizes with those who feel AIDS patients should be kept in isolation.
Of course, I was scared to death, too, before I got it. Certainly there was enough fear, and not knowing there again. It's all you can do is go by what they tell us.
Scientists and doctors working in the AIDS unit concede that there's still no cure in sight. In San Francisco, with the largest homosexual community in the world, the fear of AIDS dominates everything. Businesses and gay-related enterprises have been hard hit. But more than that, the fear of the disease may change the community's way of life. Andrew Mandelstam, ITN, San Francisco.